Hey everybody, welcome to KM Reviews. I am Niddleman. Today I'm bringing you a spoiler-free review for the movie The Emoji Movie. Now I'm going to give you my rating for this movie right off the bat, and if you want to know why I gave it that rating, go ahead and stick around to find out what I liked and didn't like about this movie. Now I'm going to go ahead and give The Emoji Movie trash. This movie is complete garbage. I swear to God, they will make a fucking movie about anything these days. Fucking emojis? Are you fucking serious? God, it's like they ran out of completely original ideas, so let's just start taking phone apps like the Angry Birds and this and this. I mean, seriously, you guys, the Emoji Movie? It's one thing to make the Lego Movie, but that one, at least they had a good creative direction with it. There's a lot of open possibilities you can do with Legos because you can make anything out of Legos. Emojis, they're just emojis, like, there's only so much you can do with that, so I was thinking, okay, maybe they'll go some really creative direction with this and do something really cool with it. And then they released the first poster, and it's like, oh, it's an emoji with some hands and legs. Okay, so this is about what I expected. Now, going into this movie, I was not intrigued by the trailers at all. It looked like total shit. Literally. But I still wanted to go in with an open mind because I've been surprised by movies before that I thought were going to be total crap. But this one pretty much lived up to my expectations. It was total shit. Now, there are some, just like normal trash, there are some hidden gems in there sometimes. You can go through a trash pile and find one or two things you like. Now, in this movie, it's really stretching to find something I like. I'll say I kind of liked the animation style for this movie. I thought it fit the tone of it and whatever. It's colorful. It's probably little kids are going to be like, ooh, colors and things with phones. I like it. But, I mean, the animation wasn't super bad or anything. Also, I will say I did like the creative direction as far as the world building goes. I like how they showed how every kind of app within the phone has its own kind of world, you know, and it's kind of shaped just like the apps on an iPhone or something, all these little squares, and you kind of go into their little world, and you see it, then you can kind of leave and go into another world of different games and whatever. But then I started to realize this movie is kind of ripping off Wreck-It Ralph. Because if you remember in Wreck-It Ralph, it was kind of like each game had its own little world, and you could kind of go between the different things with the internet and whatever. And I don't know, I felt like it was kind of ripping that off and didn't do it very well, whereas Wreck-It Ralph was really funny and original, and the animation was even better and like really funny. This movie was not funny at all. I mean, the jokes were so on the nose. They have a hand emoji that's like his friend in this movie, and it's like, The jokes are things like, hey, can I get a hand? Huh? Get it? He's a hand emoji. Can I get a hand? Or like the shit emoji. They really try to overplay that one. Probably for the kids because it's poop, so it's funny. You know, the dad poop and the kid poop come out of the toilet and say, should we wash our hands? Let's just laugh as we leave because we're shit. What's the point of washing our hands because we're shit? Oh my gosh. At one point they have the poop emoji there, and he did this whole trial thing for this other emoji that wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, and someone's like, you're going soft. And he's like, I hope it's not too soft. Wait for pause for laughter for the audience, but nobody fucking laughs. I didn't hear anybody laughing in this movie. And there was kids in my theater, there was parents. Wasn't a lot of people, though, probably because this movie's going to suck and bomb. But nobody was laughing in this movie at any point in this movie. I think there was maybe 2 moments in the movie where I kind of went, huh. And that's about it. That was the extent of my laughter in this movie. I mean, my God. And even just the mechanics, at least like in movies like Inside Out and Wreck-It Ralph and fucking whatever other animated movie there is where it's something kind of unique, or the Lego Movie, the world building makes sense. And now, while I liked the structure to the world building in this movie, it didn't really make sense. You know, like there's moments in this movie where the kid who's like has the phone is like deleting an app, and so it's like deleting the world in the game, and on his phone it's like poof, it's gone. and it happens pretty quick. But then on the phone itself, when you're like in the world, it's like slowly disintegrating over like 10 minutes, and it's like, oh, we got to get out of this app. It's like, why doesn't it just fucking delete? Throughout in their world, they have to keep the emoji, so the mad emojis have to stay mad, the happy emojis have to stay happy no matter what's going on. Even if they break their arm, they got to be happy. But it didn't really make any sense. There was no real context as to why they have to stay that way and why they get upset at him if he's doing a different face than the meh, even though the only time it actually matters is when they're being scanned. It just kind of didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, as much as a movie like the Emoji Movie can make sense, maybe I'm being too fucking analytical for the fucking Emoji Movie, but I swear to God, there's a lot of times where I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, he's deleting his phone, but it's still there. Shouldn't that be... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Even the emoji they choose is the fucking leader of the emojis. The main character of this movie is the meh emoji. The one that's just like, meh. And like half his parents are always just like, hey, what are the meh emoji? This movie should be entertaining you, but our characters are literally just meh. I'm going way too on about this fucking movie. I'm done, man. This movie's trash. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Did you bring your kids to it? Did they laugh? Did you want to see this movie? Are you avoiding this movie? Did the trailers intrigue you? Please, I'm really curious as to what you guys think about this whole thing. And if I'm going on way too long about the logistics of the fucking Emoji Movie, I don't know. I could rant about this thing for a while. But anyways, I'm done now. Sorry to waste your guys' time. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And remember, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Middleman. And stay tuned for more movie reviews if you can handle it. Go.